Thank you very much. That's the wrong tab. Homepage, please. Please and thank you. And traditional draft, Kaladesh Remastered. Let's go. Ooh, we've had a link shared. Just a second. And I am ready. Yes. Trying to multitask as best I can. Failing, but trying. Ah. No worries, that's fine. Trying to multitask. Waiting on seat 8 to come and join us, and then hopefully our draft will be underway. Seat 8 apparently deciding they don't want to draft today. Hello. No, apparently having to rebuild the queue. That sucks. Someone clearly joined and then forgot they had joined. He was afraid of me, yeah, obviously. Clearly he knew he was queuing into me. And just waited for an easier table to navigate. If only that was the truth. Not quite. But I appreciate the compliments. I am ready. Let's hopefully get all 8 of our seats this time around. It was Mubs and he left quickly? Maybe. You never know. Come on, C8. Don't let me down again. There we go. All right, draft underway. Let's go. Wow, that's a good pack. I don't think we're passing Yehenny's expertise. This card's just very good at cleaning up boards of small guys, which you saw a lot of in the last game. You mean the historic one? I have played it for a game and did not enjoy it very much, I'll be honest. But I will definitely play it in the future, maybe not on the ladder. I do own it, though. I do own it. So yeah, Glimmer would be nice, Spire Patrol would be nice. Everything else in the pack is a little bit filler-ish. The Tiger's okay, but pretty happy to take the early sweeper, the good rare. I will take a Cloud Blazer. This is possibly the best uncommon in the set. So I take it quite highly. Obviously splashing it is fairly easy in this format off of all the fixing you can see down here. And there's a chance we don't play expertise if the black's not there. This pack's actually really quite good as well, honestly. The Raiders is reasonable, the Welding Sparks is good, the Druid of the Cowl is good. So plenty of options in that pack. Wow, Toolcraft Exemplar. Could we be like white artifact aggro maybe? Every mechanic would be okay. Yeah, this is a bit skeptical of me because I'm kind of half taking this because I kind of need them to build some constructed decks too. But it might be fine with Cloud Blazer. Like, fine to reasonable. The Charger's probably the correct pick. But I don't want a rare draft here, honestly. This is probably the correct choice, but I think I need this, so I'm going to take one, for now at least. Whir is kind of awful. I think the Charger's probably the correct pick there, but there's a lot of I want to try out Mardu vehicles and stuff on the ladder for you guys, and I'm still a couple of exemplars short from that, so I will sacrifice a pick to pick one of these up. Pretty easy Ether Poisoner here. The rest of the pack is pretty below average. The Eagle's fine, but I think the Poisoner is a safer bet. And actually the slightly better card. There's a lot of good 5-drops in white, so I think I would rather take the Poisoner early. Daring Demolition and Poisoner here is a good sign that black is kind of open, so Demolition it is. Another Poisoner. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so Subtle Strike is reasonable, but I think the Renegade is slightly better. But only slightly. There's a chance Impeccable Timing makes the cut in a weird world. Not most worlds, but some worlds. I don't think it's good. Good is a push. It's like playable in an emergency. I wouldn't call it good though. Those kind of situational combat-based removal spells are never great in limited. Pretty happy to pick up a Fragmentize for the sideboard here. We'll board this in sometimes if we need an answer. Yeah, I wouldn't rate it very highly. It's definitely like playable in certain circumstances, but I don't think it's actively good. But I certainly haven't drafted a lot. I could be wrong. Poisoner coming round is disgusting. 3 of these in one pack is kind of a sign. This card's quite good. Quite reasonably good. There's a chance Salvager is playable if I pick up enough servo makers, so I'll take one just in case. None of these are playable, so we'll take the Refurbish just in case we end up in that deck. And the Drags of the pack towards the end, making their way around. So pretty reasonable start here. 3 Poisoners and a Demolition alongside the Sieni's Expertise, pretty impactful. So hopefully we get to carry on here. This Fairgrounds Warden is a fantastic pickup for what's looking to be a black-white deck, trying to splash a Cloud Blazer, which is not particularly hard to do. Fairgrounds Warden, one of the better uncommons. Yeah, you can pick up a Prism or a land at some point or something like that. It's not hard to find fixing for... okay. He says with his jaw in his mouth. What does this do exactly? Pumps out artifacts. Is removal. Ultimate wins the game. Like I just have to splash this too, right? I just have to be Esper. It's like too good to not do. Yeah, let's go. Esper by the looks of it. Might even take this Courtyard now. Annoyingly, I own 4 of these now, so it's not actually a rare draft. But the rest of this pack's actually kind of crap, and this is fixing for this white splash. For the black splash, sorry. How do I put this? I guess it's not fixing. It's just actually my colors. I'm less excited now. I think it's still the best pick in the pack, though. Thopter Arrest is kind of good. I would like to keep that. That seems great. This deck's looking pretty damn solid, to be honest. I need to pick up maybe a Pentad Prism or 2. A blue dual land would be nice. Map would be nice too, yeah. Map especially would be nice, honestly. Decoction module is unlikely to do anything in this deck. I'm just going to take the Renegade. Map would be pretty great, honestly. It's a blue splash we're looking to achieve for these 2 cards here. So, let us see if we can do that. Who's hogging all the boosters? It is the other side of the table. We are ages away. Jeff is very tall. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, the noise cancelling stuff I have on OBS just isn't good enough because, again, on the list of things to eventually purchase are all the clamps to hold microphones above the desk and stuff. But at the moment, my microphone is on my table, which means, somewhat unsurprisingly, it picks up basically all of my key sounds and my vibrations, even with some filtering in place. I don't think I can cast this, unfortunately. This pack is kind of gunk. It's not very good. Like, at all. There's a chance I splash a Metallic Rebuke. Yeah, I just can't quite get there for summonings. I kind of want this Puzzle Knot, but I think Privileges is like enough better that I'm taking it. Wow, this deck is shaping up very nicely. Just like in black-white, we just have good black-white cards. 3 Poisoners, 2 Privileges, a Fairgrounds Warden, a Thopter Arrest, a Demolition, and Expertise. Like, lots of good removal. Just need to find a few good ways to win the game. And hopefully an artifact that lets us splash these. I'll take an Eagle. Eagle is good. Eagle coming round. It's worse in this deck. We don't have an awful lot of creatures, but it is fine. I think Implement is more likely to make my deck than Impeccable Timing is. Yeah, I think so. An Avery Mechanic is fine. In fact, it's probably good enough to just play, honestly. Yeah, random artifacts are nice with Tezzeret, certainly. Wow, I'll take the Glint Sleeve Siphoner that plays exceedingly well with my Ether Poisoner. I would like this hidden stockpile, but hopefully it wheels. This is really good with 3 Poisoners and a Live Fast. Yeah, I can't pass this. Hopefully the stockpile wheels. That would be really good in this deck too. So, Siphoner. Jesus. I mean, Wispweaver Angel is better than the Gearsmith. Let me just message the table and ask them nicely. Can you imagine? Wispweaver is just good with all of the ETB abilities. I don't actually have that many targets for this. Hopefully this wheels too. But the Wispweaver is the better uncommon, so I'll take it. Weaponscraft Enthusiast is probably quite good in this deck, honestly. Just makes 2 artifacts. There's a world where we just don't play blue here, you know. Like, a very real world where we don't play blue. Which is absurd for the power level of these 2 cards. But our deck's just good. Another Demolition, please and thank you. I will, however, take this Ether Hub, because this is fixing. I would like this Glint Sleeve Artisan, but I'm going to take the Ether Hub. So I can try and play these. Try, he says. Die young. Yeah, this is looking pretty sharp, honestly. Deck's looking pretty good. I would really like one more way of facilitating these. A Renegade map would really help. I don't think I'm going to get one this late, but Cogworker's Puzzle Knot might be okay. A load of junk here, unfortunately, nothing that we really want, so yeah, no fixing by the looks of it. It's going to be tough to decide whether I'm supposed to play these or not. It's kind of rough. We're not playing this Renegade, but it's the only card we would feasibly play, so sure. Another Inspector, unlikely to make the cut, but maybe. No stockpile. I don't think the Gearsmith is coming back either, unfortunately. But the deck's very good, so it's fine. Nope, no Gearsmith either. Is what it is. I actually don't know how many artificers I have. I'll have to check. This might make the cut. Yeah, it looks like the goggles is actually quite good in this deck, honestly. Take a proper look in a second just to make sure. Wow, I picked up 2 rares that I already had 4 of, apparently. Thank you, Draftery. Oh, man. This blue splash is the tough decision, really. Because the deck is very good. There's a very real chance we just don't need to draw cards that we can't cast. Yeah, Tez fixes. You aren't wrong about that. I just don't think they're worth it, honestly. The deck's quality is very high, and I think we're legitimately better off just leaning into how good our deck is and not trying the ambitious splash, as unfortunate as that is. Because those 2 cards are very good, but the deck's just good. I think it's probably just wrong to try and get too frisky. I think 1 Ether Inspector is probably the card to play. It's a shame. I would like to have got there on that front, but not this time. We dreamed. We did dare to dream. Unfortunately, not quite there. I tried, but no such luck. We are against our good friend here, Jeff. He's very tall. Next time, Tezzy. Hopefully. That would be very cool. Tezzeret's a very sweet card, but I just think the deck is good enough without him. Trying to ruin our mana to play the Tezzeret is probably just not right. This hand is definitely keepable, but you can see the innate nature of non-bow involved in playing Yenny's Expertise sometimes. It does, in fact, kill all of my stuff, but it's not there to kill my stuff, it's there to clean up after my stuff has been killed. Avery Mechanic. You got it. That's the best 2-drop in my deck, I think. Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I really would like to find a deck in Historic where this card is good enough, because I have fond memories of playing with Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Opponent holds back both to block. Makes sense. I am probably just going to poison her then, and set up the ability to draw a card next turn. Holding Expertise into live fast is just will be a very, very nice, very, very good turn. Ether Inspector. So opponent is plenty chunky. Let's pay 2 energy and draw a card. The Goggles. How greedy is it to not play a creature out here and just like Goggles into live fast, try to block, and then Expertise, hoping my opponent extends a little further? I think that's actually fine. So Goggles, live fast. No attacks, and hopefully they just extend out into this and we can clean it up and play either of the 2 drops off of the Expertise. What does this one do? Peace Walker Colossus. It's crew 4, 6/6. The text is basically never going to do anything. Okay. Thopter Arrest. Okay. Well, now I have a load of options. I honestly don't know what to do here. I think I just need to offer this trade, honestly, and then trigger a revolt on the Renegade. Sure, I would like to kill the Xavier mechanic more. Sure, so Renegade gets revolt and attached to some goggles. And then I should just exile this, I think, before it starts smacking me. I do have Death Touch, I guess. Yeah, I don't need to exile the creatures because they're going to get swept up by Yehenis probably at some point in the future. Where did this come from? I don't remember making this this servo. Hey, Minasar, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hopefully you're well today. I'm glad. It's always nice to hear. Think I just Wisp Weaver here. Exile the Renegade. Have it come back. Staple some goggles back onto it and make another servo. I'm glad you're doing well. Eagle's pretty good for our opponent here. We're going to struggle to get through that one. It's a bit of a beefcake. Oh, never mind. I lied. It's dead now. Let's make a puzzle knot, make some dudes. Attack for 4 in the air. Shaping up reasonably here. Ooh, another one? This is actually fairly annoying. I think the blocks look like this, this. Seems reasonable to me. Picks up their Mimic. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. So, another Poisoner. No need to attach the goggles here. Guess I make this trade, right? Not massively happy about it, but I think I have to. Or at least offer it. Off you go. Replays that Mimic. What are we naming this time? What are we naming this time? Opponent's not sure what they're naming this time. They're having to think about it. They don't have 2 birds in their hand this time around. Makes it a little harder. Well, they really are in the tank on this one, huh? Surely it's just like servo or something, right? Like, if this card's in your deck, you have to be built in a way that's going to make your you know, it good in your deck. Surely you should be pretty heavy on a creature type. At least I would have thought you are. But maybe opponent's unfortunately disconnected or something. Yeah, like, it should be one of the common ones. Artificer, Servo. It made sense for them to name Bird, given they had 2 eagles in their hand. But if it's in your deck full stop, you should probably be on Servo or Artificer, I would have thought. Maybe Thopter. Maybe there's a world where you put it on Thopter. I don't know. I think it's more likely they seem to have disconnected or something here, unfortunately. Artificer, there you go. Implement. Alright, well, let's just make another 1-1 here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it happening either, but it does certainly happen. Unfortunately, Arena is a temperamental program. Uno. Poisoner, get to work. It's on you now. Oh, opponent seems to be deliberate with their actions. I don't know why I'm so tired all of a sudden, honestly. Why are you helloing me? Hi. Remember that adventure game they were doing? Love how the hype has died down on that. I'm not sure what game you're on about, my dude. You'll have to remind me real quick. Which is, you know, a testament to what you're saying. I don't remember. Which should really say enough. The MMO, yeah, I'm pretty sure it got discontinued, right? I think they cancelled the support on it or something. Why is opponent taking so long to make decisions? Please. Is it Puzzle Quest that got cancelled? There's so many spin-offs. It's hard to keep track after a while. Okay, opponent finally had to let my attack go through. This is unfortunately kind of part of the problem with making Magic content sometimes, is that the nature of the game is not very quick. Like, the MMO alpha was very, very bad. I'm not surprised, but I also didn't bother playing it, which is kind of a testament to how it looked. They were doing a free-to-play? Yikes. No thank you. No, wait, it was the weird MOBO thing they had on mobile that got done. I have no idea, dude. It was very bad still in alpha. Yeah, I was not massively excited by it anyway, but yeah, I'm not going to go out of my way to find it if that's the general consensus. I think opponent's about to explode here. Nope, just passes the turn because that's how this works apparently. You like placed creatures down and they would wander over to the other side of the map while you controlled a planeswalker. Gonna be honest, that doesn't sound great. That does sound pretty boring. Sorry about the delay here, guys. Opponent is still there because I can see them hovering over their cards. But they're just either struggling with connection or something, or just really slow. It didn't look great when people were showing it off. Yeah, from what I saw of it, it looked pretty bad. It was never really my cup of tea anyway, though, to be honest. Probably in denial, apparently. Yeah, just giving up. All right, well, cool. I guess we take those. It counts towards our wins, right? So, sure. Let's move on to round number 2. Hopefully round number 2 is a little smoother. The first phase is to accept defeat. Well, the opponent definitely did that. They've accepted defeat. So yeah, I could see that being the first phase. Don't see why not. Don't see why not. Scott Martin coming up for us next. I will play first, thank you. This hand is fine. It has no clock, but it has 3 good pieces of removal. So hopefully we draw a way to actually kill our opponent in short order. I can never look at... For those who haven't known me very long, I love the Aetherborn. Like, the Aetherborn are possibly my favourite race in Magic. I would love to see more Aetherborn. And I can't look at this card without singing Queen. I'm just like, only the good die young. Every time I look at it, without fail. More Aetherborn, though, please. If anyone works at Wizards, if you're watching, if you want to give me anything, more Aetherborn, please. Thank you. Okay, opponent seems to have been kind of slow and tedious. Well, our hand is full of removal, so we're just going to get in with some 1/1s. Shielded Ether Thief. I keep forgetting this card exists. Also, I'm really sorry about the vibrating again. Apparently I am popular. I'm only ever popular when I don't want to be. So Fairgrounds Warden, let's clean this up and get it out of the way before it draws any cards. Play a Poisoner out, make some more energy. Say go. Self-Assembler. So opponent definitely has a second one of these at least. Yep. It's very aggressive to just stop to arrest this, but I kind of think I have to. And then draw another answer to the second one. Because otherwise I'm kind of stuck here not doing a lot behind a wall of, you know, self-assemblers. So, in we go. I'll make another servo. Man, that Tezzeret would have been so good in this deck if we could have splashed it safely. Look at how many random artifacts we're making. It's a real shame the mana didn't get there. Alright, so crack this. Triggers Revolt. Play out the Renegade. Make another servo. Uno. Foundry Screecher. Yeah. Ether Sweeper. Opponent's got plenty of flyers by the looks of it. We have plenty of lands by the looks of it. Okay. This is starting to get a bit dodgy. I think I just have to pass. This is really awkward, honestly. Oh, I forgot the booster code. I'm really sorry for those folks that are sticking around for booster codes. Obviously, our last opponent disconnected, so I didn't really count that as a win in my brain. So if you're camping around for booster codes and looking for some freebies, let me get one of those in the chat, because I forgot, due to the nature of our last win. I can fix that. There you go. Free booster pack for somebody who would like to go and claim it. There's a good chance I have to just start yeeting stuff at my opponent now. Because the longer the game goes, the more this is going to favour them. So, just got to get in for damage. Make another servo. And just try and go around them. Live fast is dangerous when you're on 6 now, dude. Wow, that's pretty good. Get your Ether Thief back. This is going to draw you some cards. Dude. That's... Does this attack not kill you? Hang on. Am I wrong? 7, you can go... You block 3? No, it does not kill you. It's fine. Yeah, never mind. I was a bit confused by my opponent's attack for a second there. Again, I don't think I have much of a choice here, unfortunately. I think this game is just going to be about trying to sneak my way around, as I'm running out of stuff. You're on 1. I have 6 servos to your 4 blockers. Please don't play 2 creatures. Basically. Two cards. We might have gone over the line here. Maybe just about. Opponent seems to be in the tank. I'm on the edge of my seat with this one. I really want to know whether or not we've managed to sneak it out. Confiscation coup. It's a good one to know about, in fairness. Well, that's still 5 blockers. I have no choice but to try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I literally can't win if they have anything, so... Yeet! Nice. Nice. Successfully identified the need to sneak our way around and go wide, and it paid off. We get there by a point. Very proud of that one. That was a hard game to navigate. Did we see anything worth fragmentizing? I don't think so. We only saw the self-assemblers. So I don't think we need anything else. So we'll head into game 2. That game was crazy. I really enjoyed that one. Really close. Very much down to the wire. Best kind of games. Best kind of games. Try and take game 2 in a similar manner. Opponent was really close to stabilizing there. And that confiscation coup is a good one to know about, because that card is a bomb. This card is good. This hand is good, sorry. Couple of creatures, couple of pieces of removal. Certainly reasonable. Do I like playing events like the CFB or the SCG? I absolutely do, and I do most weeks. In fact, I played the CFB last week and the SCG the week before. I really enjoy doing it. I do play competitively, but two factors kind of pencil into playing them. First of all, this week, little burnt out, honestly. Played a lot of Magic. Fancied having a bit of a more casual week, just from a personal preference. And 2, the cost does add up. So I do get paid next week, so hopefully I'll be back to playing some of those in the coming weeks. However, bud, if you do want some content that is from SCGs and CFB, if you go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I do upload all my tournament gameplay over there and some other stuff too. So if you want to see tournament games, feel free to go check that out. But yeah, we'll always play some tournaments when I get the chance. It's just about how I'm feeling and also about the money. So, you know, fine balance. I know it sounds silly to say because they're not expensive or anything, but they are like $6 a time. No, I know you're not. Don't worry. It's something I was going to do anyway. But I'd rather explain myself too, you know? So yeah, definitely we'll be back with some more tournament play shortly. But they're annoyingly, as I say, like $6 a time, which like it's fine. But when you realize you're doing like 3 of them a week or whatever, it's like, wow, God, I'm going through £80 a month. You know, it's like, Jesus, I'm already spending so much on cards to stream and stuff. So it does definitely add up. So yeah, do get paid again next week. So hopefully I'll have a little more expendable income to play a couple of those, which would be really sweet. Will be very, very sweet. Besides, I was just really enjoying drafting. We had a draft stream for the first time the other day the first time in a long time, and I really enjoyed it. So I just fancy playing a little more draft. Maybe I'm just a bit nostalgic for Kaladesh. I don't know. Alright, I think we might be going around here again, honestly. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to attack with everyone. Because I want my opponent to block the 1-1. Because the Renegade will replace it with another 1-1 this way. And I also get in for more damage. Is there any difference between a paper grinder and an arena grinder? It's a really interesting question, you say that actually. It's not obnoxious, not even close. It's actually a very interesting question. I don't think there's too much of a difference. Other than like preferred type of game, but there's definitely some small ones. For example, paper these days, the only events you can kind of go to play were like Grand Prix and bigger, so there are a couple hundred people. Whereas like a lot of the arena grinding is, 50 to 60 person events, or it's the ladder, or it's like the SCG stuff on a weekly basis. I think for me, the big part of why I find it harder to grind online is staring at a screen for so long. Like, I found that playing on my computer for like 14 hours is a lot harder than playing paper for like 14 hours. So, I don't know. I think they're very similar. Like, I think most paper grinders probably grind arena too, and vice versa. But there's some small innate differences. Oh, hey, Kaladesh Draft. Absolutely, Witch Doctor. We've been having some fun with it over the last couple of days. This is the second draft stream we've had this week, and I'm honestly really enjoying the format. It is not supposed to be off. Let me give it a kick. Clearly, it's just been a bit temperamental. It had an update to do when I turned it on today, so clearly it's just struggling a little. Let me sort that out. There you go. Hopefully it'll be back with you now. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know I kicked it up when I started the stream, but I've obviously not looked much as to if it was on, because I kind of don't need it myself. So, you know. But there you go. Fixed for you now. I'm more than happy to get it sorted whenever anyone wants to mention it. I think this is just a fine attack all. If my opponent wants to eat this, I really don't care. Cool, just going to try and go around them again here, put them to 2. Make enough bodies. But yeah, thanks all the lovely folk that have been hanging out tonight. I know draft isn't everyone's cup of tea, so it's been nice to see some new and some regular faces come and chill out for a bit. Oh, don't be silly, Witch Doctor. Like, if I know some people like Cardboard Live and some people don't, and obviously it's going to slip from my mind sometimes because I'm trying to juggle 600 different things while I stream, because I don't have a stream deck or anything like that to kind of help me out. So if stuff like that happens and you're like, oh, well, I'd really like Cardboard Live to be on, I would really rather people just ask. If you just pop it in the comments like, can we get Cardboard Live on, please? Or did you know Cardboard Live is off? I'm never going to be offended by that. I'll just fix it for you. Not a problem. Fatal Push. Goodbye, Toolcraft Exemplar. You tried your best. Dead. You did make that up, yes. Nice. 2-0 with this one. 2-0 with this one. Can we pick up the sweet 3-0? with this black-white deck. Another win means another free booster pack. Let me go from a different set this time, because I've been picking up from the Core 21 for stuff from the front. So let's grab an Ikoria booster for someone who would like one of those. Free boosty code. Going in chat for you now. Enjoy. I'm pretty good, Witch Doctor, thank you for asking. Been a bit up and down, obviously, with, you know, the world and everything. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to enjoy my time as best I can, because I'm getting less free time than I was before lockdown somehow, which is really weird. Just been a busy bee, keeping myself occupied. You have a very tiny problem. What's the problem? What's up? Is there anything I can help you with? Yikes. Unfortunately, no second land here means we're going to have to mulligan this one. I will keep this, however. This is actively very good. It's very greedy for me to put the third land back, but I'm doing it. Hand is too good to not do it. Big regretty about to come in as I don't draw land number 3. Oh dear. I may have made a mistake. That was a little bit greedy. Because of COVID, you can't use Card Kingdom, which is what you normally use to order cards. Okay. You've had to use a more local card ordering site. Yeah, no worries. I mean, that's not a bad thing. What's wrong with diversifying your suppliers? I think that's fine. You got another mythic. I'm doing good there today. You're cracking open some mythics today. Enjoy the free cards, Cassie. I tend to give out booster codes from my sponsor every single draft stream, so you'll see them in the draft streams. I can't attack for 4, right? Because the goggles don't equip to the Toolcraft if I play them second. Wow. Talk about a punish. I get Creeping Molded. The fastest code redeemer in the West. Molding my land is pretty disgusting, though. Oh, you just tell them to restock. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunately not how that works. Like, you know, if they can't get hold of them themselves, they're not going to be able to get hold of them. This is very bad now. I need some lands. But there's no reason you can't shop around. Like, no harm in shopping around at all. I got uber punished for my negligence of putting my third land back. Jesus Christ! I don't think I can beat an Ajani. This is probably very bad. Oh dear. I'm going to click this well-hidden concede button and move on to game number 2. I deserve that one. I do deserve that one. Did I see anything I want to fragmentize? Yes. Yes, I did. Please enter my deck. And let's cut the mechanic for it. That was pretty disgusting. And it's my own fault. I did that. That's on me. Oh. Because I don't have it and I can't tell them to get a stock, you can't order it. I mean, you can shop with someone else, right? There's like 1,000,001 people that sell Magic cards on the internet. Like, just find someone who has the card in stock that you want. Or just go to eBay or something, you know? There is always a way if you would like to chase down a certain card. Yeah, unfortunately there's been no paper for me for some time either. And I work for a game store, so... But I am hopeful for Paper's return sometime in the future. Because, I'll be honest, I really enjoy streaming, but I enjoy Magic more in Paper than I do online. So, some IRL streams would be sweet, by the way. Let me know what you think, actually, because that's a thought. When the COVID era is finished and done, and things have moved on, would you like to see some IRL streams at very large Grand Prix and stuff like that? Would that be something you're interested in seeing? Let me know. I think I'd quite enjoy doing that, honestly. I wouldn't say 5 years, but it might be a while away. I'm just kind of gauging interest. I think it'd be a cool thing to do. I would like some of my top end before I inevitably get Ajani'd here. I can feel it coming. The Ajani's about to kick me in the face. You'd rather me focus on winning there? Reasonable. I don't know. I'll give it some more thought when, you know, the time comes, because it's still a ways away yet. Yeah, I do think it's a bit of a mixture. I like to stream tournaments too. So, because the thing would obviously be, like, currently as things stand, I'm live on a Saturday and a Sunday. As well as, you know, my days during the week. I'm live 5 days a week right now, but that includes the weekend. So if I was traveling towards more tournaments and stuff, I would either have to take those days off or find a way to stream at the tournament. So that might just fix my problem. So I'll give it some thought. Maybe I'll just stick to Arena. Maybe I'll stick to Arena for ages. Yeah, I would be very surprised if it were 5 years. You know, they've already ordered shipments of vaccines that are proving to be 95% effective, so I think premier events of a couple hundred people are probably ambitious for next year. I don't think you're likely to have very much paper competitive play in 2021. But I would expect some in 2022. Hopefully. Whatever's better for me. Oh, thank you very much, Minister. I appreciate the kind words. I'm doing my best. And yeah, I mean, maybe there's room for both. We'll have to wait and see when the time comes. Because as much as I can ask for opinions, the actual decision is going to be ages away. The prediction is next year winter with more control. Makes sense. That's kind of what I expected. So yeah, but we'll make that decision when the time comes, because I'm sure there is still some time before it comes. I would be very surprised if it wasn't for some time, honestly. Things will be strange for a while. This is quite good. I need to hit some lands here, really. Okay. That's something. This is actually kind of awkward as to what I think I should be doing. I can play out the Inspector and still take another hit for 3, which I don't really like, or I can just blow this up, which I think I prefer, and this is the more flexible removal spell than this, so I'm going to use this to blow this up. The current bug with revoke privileges is extremely annoying, by the way. The constant red beeping is really off-putting. Like, this is just fine. It's bound to happen anyway. Eddie Trailhawk, you got it. I've got to really hope that last card in hand is not an Ajani, because I don't think I'm beating an Ajani. Honestly, this board's quite convoluted, with kind of annoying creatures. So it's going to be a little difficult to navigate. Rest assured, however, one way or the other, I'm not going anywhere. I started streaming back in, well, I guess February now, with the intention of trying to keep it growing and make it into something permanent. So regardless of what that involves, I will still be here. Opponent going very wide. This is becoming a problem. Becoming a problem. If I attack and make a 1/1, my opponent will trade. I think I have to do it though. Or at least they should. They should trade. Right, to be fair, they're fairly down to bare bones as well, but bare bones might be enough. We're struggling to get ourselves over the line. I'll have to wait and see. I really don't want them to flicker that Augmentor. It'll be really dangerous if they manage it. Another Cobra. That's actually very annoying. I might legitimately revoke its privileges, just so it can't block. Alright, it's a battle of the top decks. It really is a battle of the top decks here. That is not the best, not the worst. The problem is we know their deck contains an Ajani, so we have to just fade that for the rest of time. That one's pretty good too. That one is pretty good too. Guess I might have to hit the reset button to not accidentally die in the air. Opponent will make some trades with things that were going to die anyway. Alright, we're literally both stark naked on the battlefield. Who can draw better off the top of the library? Let's find out. Planes from the opponent. Dawn Feather Eagle for me. That's a good start. Would have liked that last turn though, to be fair. Land for the opponent. Okay, land for me this time as well. So only ahead by one good draw. Eagle of their own. Poisoner. Surprised the opponent took that trade, honestly, because I'm on 8. Like, they win that race, mostly. Creeping Mold on the Thopter Arrest. Gets him a Hawk back. To land from me, I can attack because it's got Death Touch. Again, very surprised to see that block. Like, very surprised. Artisan. Another Poisoner. We're not... This is literally top deck wars. The problem is my opponent has an Ajani and I don't. So, I need some beef. I need some of my bigger cards. Fragmentize doesn't help much. I think I have to cash this in for a servo so that I can actually start attacking. Another Hawk. Come on, I need some of the big ones. Inventor's Goggles. That doesn't help very much, honestly. This Hawk is going to start giving things flying now. Opponent draws another land. We're not out of this yet. But we need to find our haymakers before they do. Not looking like it. Okay. Not out of it yet. I have to kill this thing. Annoyingly, I just have to. Alright. How many cards have they got left? 16. Really need to not see the Ajani. Please don't draw it. Glint Sleeve Artisan. Can I... If I make this attack, you're just going to jump it here, right? I mean, I have to try and get the blowout, right? If they block with the 0-3, it's fine. It's fine. Ah, there it is. There's the Ajani. That's not remotely beatable, unfortunately. Looks like it's going to be a 2-1 from this draft deck, sadly. I was hoping to get the 3-0. The deck's quite good. But we're going to lose to Ajani 2 games in a row. That is unfortunate. Fun to play, though. I didn't mind it, but sadly, just not quite over the wire with this one. Deck was really cool. Just not beating Ajani unyielding cool, which is fine. There's not a lot of decks that are. We'll claim our prizes: 1,000 gems and 4 packs of Kaladesh.